got your letter. Guess this is better. You win sometimes, lose sometimes. No need to apologize. It was the distance.
Hey guys, I hope you're ready because this week I am deep cleaning all of my home appliances. I'm going to bring you along and show you how I clean them step by step. So there's a lot of real life messes, a lot of satisfying transformations, and we are going to get it done together.
We're still at our moments and they keep coming back to me. I can't help that I miss you now.
Hey guys, welcome to Jamie's Journey. I'm so happy to have you here. So this week, like I said, we are tackling the home appliances. I thought this would be a good thing to do as we're approaching the busy holiday season. A lot of cooking, a lot of baking, a lot of food in and out of our refrigerator, probably a lot more laundry. So we're going to be doing that this week. So if you guys are new here, I'm Jamie and I have 3 daughters. You can see right here. The one sitting on the floor is my oldest, Avery. She is 10, and then that's Addison helping me clean up the back hallway. Addison is 6, and then there's Emery. She is also 6. Emery and Addison are twins. My husband Mike is around the house somewhere, but we have pretty much been at each other's side since we were 12. We met in 6th grade, and we have been dating straight since we were 15, and we got married when we were 23, engaged at 22, married at 23, which honestly sounds so crazy. Now that I'm older, I'm like, I got married so young, but it felt right then, and we've never questioned it. We both went off to college, and yeah, never broke up at all. So anyways, I guess that's just a little bit about my little family. I live in Ohio, Northwest Ohio, close to the Michigan border. We love Ohio State football. I love college football. We're a sports-loving family. My kids love sports. Mike and I love sports, and I think one of our most favorite thing to do, like when we go on a date night, is we like to go to some sporting event. So yeah, that's us, and I'm so glad to have you here. Feel free to share anything about you, because I know a lot of you guys are in the comment section. If you guys have anything you want to share, I always love learning more about the community that's here. So I was just getting everything cleaned up. It seems so much later now that it's getting darker. So I know most of the United States has daylight savings time. I'm not really sure about other countries. Is it an American thing? I know, is it Arizona that doesn't have it? But yes, we will be switching back the clocks. Actually, when you're watching this Sunday morning, that's when it switches back, at 2 a.m.? And so this week it is so dark. It's been getting dark so dark early in the morning. And yeah, so I was just getting everything cleaned up, having the girls help me, and then they had their nightly snack. So the one thing is with the girls, the ways that I find that I can help get them to help me and they don't complain too much is to prep them. I always prep them ahead of time. So I'll say, okay, like in the afternoon, girls, I'm going to need your help after dinner. And then before dinner, girls, remember when we're done eating, I'm going to need your help. Prepping them and not springing that on them makes such a big difference. So prepping them, and then I always like to play some music that they enjoy. Right now it's the new Taylor Swift album, of course. And then I'm not a big Swiftie, but they are. So, but it's just, I mean, I like her music, so it's like fun that we can all listen together. And then they always have a nighttime snack. So I'm like, okay, let's hurry up and get it done so we can have our snack, which they would be having anyways. So those are my little tips and how I get them to help. So here I was just wiping down the bathroom, as you're seeing, and this bathroom takes a beating, and taking off the toilet seat. Don't forget to do that. Most toilet seats will clip off, and you'd be surprised what you find under there. The first time I ever did it, I was absolutely shocked by what was under it. I don't know why I was shocked, because it's like, well, it makes sense, right? But yeah, they can get pretty gross. So don't forget to take off those toilet seats. And then I was just wiping everything down before the next day I was going to start tackling the appliances. So first we're going to start with the refrigerator, and I'm talking like removing shelves. So I want to share some different ways that I clean my appliances. I don't clean my appliances the same way every single time I clean them. This is more of like my deep cleaning routine. So I will share how I do that. So first I was starting out by adding some baking soda to my mattress. That helps deodorize and clean the mattress. You want to be very careful when you're cleaning your mattresses not to put too much water or liquid because it can get trapped under the top part of the mattress and then create mold. So you got to be really careful. So I like to refresh it with some baking soda. I'm going to let it sit all day. And then I'll vacuum it up later in the evening, obviously before bed. But I was also running my bed sheets on the sanitize cycle. I kind of hate doing that because it's the sanitize cycle takes an hour and 45 minutes, which is so long. But a lot of you guys know, most of you guys know I have a severe dust mite allergy, and dust mites are worse in the winter, and I've already been able to tell. It's something, I believe, with the humidity. So when the humidity gets lower, then you see more of those symptoms, and it was like a flip of a switch. As soon as the humidity started going down, the temperature got cooler, I would wake up and I just feel puffy. I don't feel horrible. The like respiratory symptoms aren't that bad, but very puffy in the morning. But luckily it's not too bad. Okay, so here to deep clean my shelves, I'm gonna soak them in hot water in the sink. Let the hot water and the soap and vinegar do the work for you so you don't have to scrub. Now, what's really important, make sure you let your glass shelves come to room temperature before putting them in blazing hot water. So I was going to soak the plastic parts first, and while the glass shelves came to room temperature, and then I was going to put it in the sink. You could even use a bathtub, and with Dawn dish soap and vinegar. And then there's zero scrubbing. So those were finishing up soaking, and then I was going to wipe down the inside with my Aunt Fanny's vinegar cleaning spray, all of the cracks and crevices that I couldn't take out. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the high point and low point to the week kind of early on this week. So just sharing kind of like the highest point of my week, the lowest point, the good, the bad of the week. So the bad part, actually the good part, is really cute and really sweet. It involves Avery. I'm really excited to share that one, so I'll share that last because it's a cute one. The bad part, it's nothing serious, but all I'm going to say is relationships can be complicated, and this isn't like one of those like I'm saying something because there's like something big brewing at all. Not like that at all. Just like a minor, like, I don't know, a disagreement with somebody that I had, that to a situation that me and this person very close to me did not see eye to eye, and they were not handling it very well. And I'm just, I just feel like sometimes relationships with family specifically can, be very difficult and hard sometimes. And I guess the good part is when they're family, most of the time, family or very close friends, that it's all going to work out. It's all going to be okay. But sometimes relationships can be difficult with people we love and care deeply about. So that's all I guess I'll really say about it. It was just something that was kind of weighing on my mind, and relationships can be difficult. But I'll share the cute, sweet moment with Avery. You guys are going to kind of laugh here next in a minute. Okay, so the good part to the week, this just put a big smile on my face. So that this is why it was the high point to the week. So I was saying goodnight to Avery the other night. She's like, Mom, I got to tell you something. And again, she's 10. She's in 5th grade. Her school is a 5th and 6th grade building. So she's with 5th and 6th graders. She's like, Mom, I got to tell you something. She was like, I was getting in my locker today, and like, because they switch classes, like with every subject. She goes, I was in my locker and I heard this boy say a bad word. And I was like, what word was it? And she was like, it was the A word. And I was like, this word? And she goes, yes. And I was like, no, at first I was like, what word was it? I was like, you can tell me, because Avery is she's very mature, very respectful. She's like that kid that you would give, like you would tempt with something, and she would never be tempted if she thought it would get her in trouble. So it's like, you can say it if you want. And she refused to say it, which I thought was cute. And probably a good choice. And then I guessed and I got it right. And she's like, yeah. She's like, she's like, you know what I just don't understand is I hear so many kids cussing at school and like no one cares. And she doesn't mean teachers. She meant like all the other kids around her, because to Avery, when she hears a cuss word, she's like, oh, that's an adult word. Like, you shouldn't be saying that. Like, she can't believe that other 5th and 6th graders are saying the cuss words, which I kind of agree with. But what she's more surprised about is that she's like, no one even like bats an eye or looks and says like, why, like they're saying a bad word. And I just thought that was so cute. It made me realize how innocent she still is at 10. And it makes me like, I want to hold on to this because I know it's slipping away. Okay, so now we're moving on to the oven and the stovetop. So to soak the stovetop grates, I was soaking them in some hot water and a dishwasher tablet in my sink. And then I took the oven grates and I was doing the same thing in my bathtub. So I made sure I cleaned out the bathtub before I did it, and I cleaned it afterwards. And then for the oven, okay, so if you guys want an all-natural way to clean your oven, I would recommend baking soda and vinegar. I typically use a cream cleanser because our oven really doesn't get too bad. I don't know why, but it doesn't. But twice a year I go in with the chemicals. So I go in with the Easy Off fume-free oven cleaner. So that's what I was using. I use it once in the spring, once in the fall. It's oven cleaner can be pretty heavy duty, so you want to make sure you lay down towels, but you let it sit for an hour, and it will, like, if your oven is really messy, save yourself some time and just use the oven cleaner, Easy Off oven cleaner. I know the Zep oven cleaner is really good as well. It will like do the trick in like an hour and everything will wipe away. So I'm going to let that sit, and now I'm going to go into the laundry room. And here I'm wiping out the inside of the drum of our washing machine with a vinegar. It's 1 cup of vinegar. Fill the rest of the bottle with water, and then about a teaspoon or a couple squirts of Dawn dish soap. So a couple weeks ago, I cleaned the pull-out detergent drawer of all of the mold, but I didn't realize there was mold up there in the top, you guys. So gross. So don't forget to check inside of that little compartment. So I was cleaning all of that up. It took me a while because there's a lot of grooves in there. So I was doing that. And I've said this before, but if you're new here, we are very lucky because this washer and dryer that we have, the drum, I was cleaning it out with the vinegar and Dawn water solution, but it never gets moldy. It's never gotten moldy. It has microban embedded into the seal, and it vents out. The washer does like a vent cycle after every load that's washed, so mold does not grow inside of the washer at all. I've never seen a speck of mold or anything in there, but I wanted to wipe it down just because we were cleaning out the washer. But mold clearly grows, and so that microban must do a good job, and the venting cycle must do a good job because it's not in this little drawer compartment. So I was doing that, getting that all nice and clean. And then I'm going to clean the filter, the washer filter. You may not know, but your washer, if you have a front loader, has a filter, and you're going to see me take it out and clean it. So this is what I was talking. So you just there's like a little latch you pull down, and then you got to twist out the filter, and then you want to be careful because water will come out. So you want to have I should have gotten a bigger towel, but I just used 3 hand towels and that was okay, but sometimes it can be a little bit more. And then I was scrubbing the filter with that vinegar and Dawn mix, and then I was going to put it back, and then I was going to clean my dryer vent. This one, gosh, you guys, you got to clean your dryer vents. You won't realize how much you'll get out of it. You're going to see. So it's this little hose attachment that goes onto a vacuum. So you're going to see me use my cordless vacuum. This is my cordless vacuum that I'd already taken apart. And then that's one of the crevice tool attachments. And then you stick it in that hole right there. And then you can kind of get deep inside of your dryer vent. And okay, so this vacuum was empty. There was nothing in the tank. And wait till you see how much I got from deep down inside of my dryer vent. It's always crazy to me how much you can get that's deep down in there. So make sure you do that from time to time. so after doing all of that, I'm going to clean my oven so it's ready to be scraped. And this is my little razor. It's a dual-sided razor. I'm using the plastic side. There is on the other side, just a normal metal razor. And so I just kind of scrape off the oven cleaner, and honestly, it's a piece of cake. Like I said, it is pretty heavy duty, so you got to be careful with it. But if your oven is really messy, really dirty, I would do this and then try to maintain it. Like I said, that's kind of what I do. Maybe that's why our oven, I'll be honest, doesn't get too messy, but also I try to maintain it. And so by maintaining it, I don't have to use the heavy duty oven cleaners too often. So I'm using this to scrape, and it gets that glass perfectly clean. The other question that I always get when I clean my oven is, why don't you use the self-cleaning oven function on your oven? Most ovens have the self-cleaning function, and I have heard by appliance repairmen that you should never use that because it heats it up so hot inside that it can ruin the parts inside. It's a fire hazard, and I've just heard it's not great to do. So just wanted to throw that out there. So next we're going to scrub the stovetop, which I kind of hate the stovetop. We did not pick this out. So with our house, we got the dishwasher and the stove/oven, and we had to buy the washer and dryer and refrigerator. I don't like this oven. Well, I do love the oven because it has an air fryer within the oven. So it's just so nice. Like I don't have to have an extra air fryer appliance in my home. So I love that. I hate the stainless steel top. Hate it, hate it, hate it. It is just a pain. It's a pain to get perfectly streak free because for whatever reason, like I can get my appliances streak free. It's like impossible unless I use I shine it with some sort of oil, which I don't love using on my stovetop. So it's not perfectly, it doesn't ever look perfectly clean, so it is what it is. But I was using my Dawn heavy duty degreaser to wipe down, and it takes care of all of those, the brown spots, all of the grease, the grime. Dawn heavy duty degreaser is where it's at for deep cleaning. I get it from Lowe's or Home Depot. I think that's the only place I've been able to find it. So I was going through and doing that, and then I attempted to scrub it with my stainless steel cleaner, which didn't really work that well, but it's a stovetop. When I put the grates back on it, it wasn't that bad, but it's such a pain. I do not like the stainless steel top at all. So next I am cleaning my toaster. Just lots of crumbs, lots and lots of crumbs. I pulled out the tray, but then crumbs were still coming out of the toaster. So I was kind of shaking it out, and then I was going to wipe it down and give it a good shining so it looks a little bit cleaner. And then the last appliance I want to clean is my coffee maker. This is one that I use all of the time. I make 2 cups of coffee a day, sometimes a third, but it's decaf. I try to limit my caffeine. I'm always done, first when I was wiping down the toaster, I used Dawn dish soap and water, and then I shined it with the stainless steel cleaner. So I like my coffee black. I don't like it sweet at all. I don't add anything. Sometimes I'll add some protein, a protein drink to it to give it a little bit of flavor and extra protein, but for the most part, I drink my coffee black, and I'll do 2 cups. I always make sure I'm done before noon, drinking caffeine before noon, and I drink 2 cups, and then occasionally in the winter, if I'm just feeling like I want something warm, I will drink a 3rd cup of decaf. I've never been a fan of tea. Mike likes tea, but I just don't like, I'm just not a big tea fan. Okay, so every coffee maker is going to be a little bit different. Obviously, I will have, if you have an espresso machine, I will have the video that I followed linked in the description. But essentially, there is a cleaning cycle. So you just fill the tank with half water, half white distilled vinegar, and then you click that top button 3 times, and you can see it blinking red. And then it starts pulling the vinegar and water mixture, and then you have to run that cleaning cycle twice. So it does half of the tank first, and then you use it another time. And so essentially you run 2 cleaning cycles to get all of that vinegar and water mix. And then I wiped the whole outside down with some Dawn dish soap and hot water. And then I'm going to refill the tank with just water and let that run through so there's no like lingering vinegar inside of the machine, just to make for sure. But if you're not sure how to clean your coffee maker, go on YouTube. Someone has given a step-by-step tutorial on how to clean the coffee maker. So then before I vacuumed and mopped, I was going to have the girls help me pick up really quickly. Mike was working late. He worked until 11 p.m. They had to report their some, I don't know, they had to report something to the executive staff, so it was a late night. So he was working and they were helping me clean up before I vacuumed and mopped. I don't know if you guys can relate to this, but I'm tired today. I've just been a little tired because it's week 1 of my cycle, so I'm just a little bit tired, even though I slept amazing last night. But right now, it is almost 10 o'clock. I'm ready for bed, but I want to get this finished. But I'm in one of those moods where like, I'm just getting really annoyed by like the littlest things. You know when you're like annoyed already, tired? Usually with me, it's if I'm tired, cold, or hungry. Those are the 3. I hate being cold, hate it. Like I'd rather be in 100-degree weather than 30, to be honest with you, especially with wind, because wind's horrible. Makes it feel so much colder. So if I'm cold, tired, or hungry, like I'm not a great person to be around, and I'm not really hungry, not really cold. I'm just tired right now. So just imagine what I'm like when I'm cold, tired, and hungry. It's not great, but anyways, I'm just one of those moods where like the littlest things are just like bothering me and annoying me. So let's get this done. Power through, get it done, so I can go to bed. Happy and tired and ready for bed. I'm also super hot. What is going on with me? I had to open windows, you guys, and it's 50 degrees. It's not like freezing out. I don't know. I'm just like, I'm like falling apart over here. I'm exhausted. I'm hot, like really, really hot. And you guys, I am never hot, ever. Like if I'm too hot where I'm uncomfortable, then something's off, because I am always, always cold. I've always been a cold person. I can wear more layers than not, except when I sleep. That's the one time I get night sweats. Isn't it wonderful being a woman? It's gotten worse as I've gotten a little bit older. They're not too bad, but I just get I get really hot at night. So I don't sleep with much on just because I get so hot. But like the minute I wake up and like for the rest of the day, I am always layers. I always have layers on because I'm always cold, just always cold. And I am burning up. I don't know why. I just checked the thermostat and it says that it's 60 degrees in here. I'm like, it does not feel like I'm like sweating. It's so weird. I don't know. Maybe it's hormones. I don't know what it is, but anyways, I'm ready for bed, ready to go to sleep. But anyways, I want to thank you guys for being here and hanging out with me until the very end. So just wanted to close out the video and say thanks for being here. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I thought it would be fun to kind of like go through and deep clean all of the appliances. I just thought it'd be like a fun video idea. So anyways, thank you so much for being here. I will see you guys next week. I don't even know what I'm gonna be doing. I think we're gonna start like holiday prep, holiday deep cleaning prep and stuff. So anyways, stay tuned for that. I will see you guys next week. Bye.
I got your letter, guess this is better. You win sometimes, lose sometimes, no need to apologize.